G'day, it's Gary here from ECI. One of the main advantages with Profile is that they do look after nearly all options. Now, you've seen us in a previous episode convert a Profile Mini hub over to a 3-piece axle. Now, the fixing bolts, which comes in both ends, in this one it comes standard with a mini bolt. It does come in a lot of options, which means that depending on the style of bike and how you want it to look, or the weight that you're trying to gain or lose, I should say, it does give you a lot of options. So like I said, it comes standard with a mini bolt with an aluminium volcano washer as well as a steel washer, which is featured there. So again, that just simply goes on. Steel washer protects your dropouts and reduces the weight by allowing the volcano to be alloy. It does give you a fairly good finish, as you can see there, nice smooth finish. One of the other options, and we'll go through all of them pretty well now, is what's known as a button head bolt. Now the button head bolt comes in either a straight 10mm or 3/8 shaft for 10mm dropouts. Comes in a 14mm step, which means that if you've got a 14mm dropout, you can still run the same axle, and that just fits neatly into your frame. And it does also come as a 14mm peg option, which means that if you've got a peg, that will sit in the 14mm hole of the peg, as well as a 14mm dropout, and space everything appropriately. So what you can see, some of these come with titanium options. So what we'll do is we'll put a titanium button head bolt in this hub here, and what you see there is it gives it a really good flush fit. The button head sits obviously on the outside of your dropouts. There's nothing protruding too far, no sharp edges, and it gives it a really nice finish. So they're probably the two most popular race configurations for a Profile Mini hub. The guys who run street or freestyle, their preference these days, and I'll show you, I'll set them up on both sides, is what's become very popular is the 17mm hex head bolt. Now the 17mm hex head bolt, similar to the button head bolt, comes in 14mm peg and 10mm configurations. And what that means is that it gives you an Allen key option to quickly apply it, which means that we can do that, you know, with a drill or just normal Allen key. But what it allows, you get a 17mm socket, so you can get it down inside the peg or get a little bit more pressure on it. And that's by far the most popular street option now. We would probably rebuild probably 9 out of every 10 Profile Mini hubs that goes out of here for freestyle guys or street guys with hex head bolts. So that just gives you a few of the options. With the volcano, and I know I'm bouncing backwards and forwards a little bit, that also comes in a titanium option for your mini bolt to reduce weight. It also comes with at request different coloured volcano washers. The other options we have, if we step over to the Madeira side of things, you can get what's known as a Madeira beach bolt. They're just a slightly different configuration. They're machined more, and they're a one piece, so they don't have an alloy volcano washer. That's all built into the Madeira beach bolt. And then there's also the Madeira lightning bolt. Now what that's for is for anyone who doesn't want to run a large peg, they can just run a little small boss peg just for like mini grinds and everything. Comes in a couple of different options, come in 14mm or 10mm, and comes in a couple of different lengths. That's a short one. So as you can see by the range of bolt configurations here, and that's just pretty well the tip of the iceberg, Profile pretty well have you covered with as many options as they possibly can. Yeah, so that's given you a bit of an insight into the bolt options that are available at Profile. All these bolt options, whether titanium, whether hex head, you know, 17mm hex head, beach bolts or whatever, they are totally interchangeable between the Madeira hubs, the Elite hubs, and also the Mini hubs. So it does give you a massive amount of options. So hopefully that helps and gives you a bit of an insight into the bolt options of Profile. Cheers.